In Lakesh, the Wizards of Time, my name is Swami Satyanand. I'm a reader of Dreamspell, The Law of Time. It's a new age knowledge based on the ancient calendar system of Mayas. And this is a review, pre-seasonal review of the participants of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, where I go through each and every queen, give her a portrait that describes the most optimal way to look at her and to get her, and also give a little what we should expect from her run on the season. This is not prediction where they're going to place. I don't know, but I know what the challenges are, and I am trying to guess how lucky they are getting with their timing. So I'm starting with the unlucky ones who got in a wrong time on the seasons, and one of them who got it, I think this is the queen who got it the worst, to be honest. This is Jules Sparkles, which is really upsetting because she is a Devi. She is one of the Devis that I talked about in the first video about the season overall. You know, she's the queen that is going to leave a mark on the season. And probably, even if she's going to be thrown away the first one out of all, you know, she will be able to have her Miss Venji moment. I'm not saying that it's going to be good, but I'm pretty sure that she will be remembered. What can I say about her? A Devi is a Devi. You know, it is hard to expect what her character is going to be like because it's always unique, but in terms of power, we can compare. So she is an alchemist, the archetype of an alchemist, the dragon that secures her treasures. So she has all these treasures. She has treasures of her talent and of her vision that needs to be manifested, that needs to be brought to the people in the perfect shape. So the first thing that is unforgivable for her is execution. She has to have perfect execution each time, because if the execution is imperfect, the idea is just being disappeared, being washed away, and we don't want that. So in order for her ideas to come through, the execution has to be perfect. You know, we look at the dragons, we see Valentina, we see Morphine Love Dion. It's always a perfection, unless it's not, and it shows, and you don't see it after that. So all the time of the season, I'm going to be really coming for her execution, because this is the absolutely necessary thing. I recognize the talent, I recognize the vision, but it has to be precise. It has to be really clean, really pure. If she will succeed in making it happen, you know, it will be recognized. She will get her approval. Otherwise, you know, she might be misunderstood, and they are often misunderstood. They are often difficult to deal with. They can be quite heavy people. They can be not demanding, but burdening to the others. So it is easier for her to get her fandom, to find her people who are going to dig them, if she shows perfection, if she shows excellence. So this is what I'm going to be asking for. So before we pass to the cycles, I would like to remind you that in the description of this video below, there's a link to my website that has a calculator that you can use to put in your own birth date and read information, the same kind of information about yourself and your friends. And it's much more fun to read the information about your friends, what they are, because it is more obvious when you look at from the outside than you look from the inside. So, coming back to Jules Sparkles cycles, let's say that. Why am I saying that she has it the worst out of them? She is brought at the point of the biggest disappointment of her life. That is like this very time of the season, you know, probably 1 or 2 weeks after it begins, but she's been going through this thing for the whole year, you know, realizing and going through this self-discovery that I cannot act as this person that I was anymore. And she does have a chance, you know, if she has been doing her homework for the whole year really well and just overcoming her own weaknesses, overcoming her own habits and behavior, then it might be a breakthrough. But usually this spot is when the person gets into the most transformative and the deepest digging point of change. And this is the moment when she has the biggest disappointment of her life. And when I say disappointment, it doesn't mean a failure. It might be a revealing understanding that she was just hoping for a non-working strategy to work. She was holding on to some behavior that is not efficient, that is not functional for her, that was stopping her from blossoming. And she will blossom, but it will take another 4 or 5 years for us to be able to see that. So she is brought to the season on like a breaking point, on the most transformative point in her life. So it would definitely be a good impact, even if the season is really unsuccessful for her and she's thrown out on the first episode. You know, that point would be a deep changing point for her to realize that something has to completely change in the way that she's acting and the way that she's behaving. But this is painful, you know, and it is always easy to hold on to these strategies, to hold on to these models of behavior, and we might see this painful realization into this season. This is why I'm giving her one of the lowest chances of the season to go far, because that kind of personal growth, it just takes time to lay on your floor on the carpet and moan, you know, just cry and pity yourself to the fullest, you know, to understand that this is not working. Something else has to be different. And to go through this kind of emotions, to process this kind of emotions when you're on the roller coaster of RuPaul's Drag Race, this is not the place to do that. So probably she will just get a glimpse of this experience, have this slap across her face, go through her wake-up call, and then return with powerful intention to push through and go bigger and bigger, because she will bring it. She will bring it memorable. You know, when we talk about the Devis, we're talking Demi Brown, we're talking Silky Nutmeg Ganache, we're talking Akiria. These are the big personas. These are the big characters, and she will become one of these big characters, but probably not this season. So I wish her the best. I hope she's been doing her homework and ready for this kind of realizations, but the tires are gonna be scratching for her. So wish her luck. See you later. And thanks for paying attention to this video. I hope it was entertaining for you, and if you would like to receive a personal reading from me, you can contact me through the link in the description.